Alrighty. Let's do the little walk around and little update on all the parts on this old beast. I know you haven't seen a walk around of her in a long time. She looks a slightly little bit different. Definitely got a bit more oil, a bit more rust, a few more parts. Alright, so of course with a diesel it all starts from the fuel tank, which is in this general area. So it has the Frodstar, of course, Frodstar billet fuel pickup module with all the bigger fittings like a freaking garden hose, all the way up to the 100 gallon per hour Carter lift pump, up to the fuel filter relocation, what do you call them? Relocation kits or something that they got? I don't fucking know. Okay, so now let's go up under the hood. Oh yeah. Alright, so as you can see, there's the fuel filter relocation kit. All bigger lines and fittings and all that, right up to the injection pump, which is a mechanical swapped DB2 4911 injection pump turned up. And I believe the only reason why Frodstar don't really like these pumps is because they can't haul $400 or $500 from you to get a tune on this thing. So like I said, you know, if you can just create more power by turning up a screw free of cost, they don't want to have anything to do with that. If you can buy eBay turbo for $300 or $400, that'll get the same amount of power and reliability, drive pressure, and all those fun things compared to their Super 60 or Super 54 turbos. They don't want to hear about it, but I ain't got to tell you that because you already know. Alright, so from the injection pump on, we got the obviously twin turbos, HX35s. We have a new addition here, which is the AEM methanol injection system with the variable parameter setting controller, where it is currently set at between 4 to 12 psi, so it engages at 4 psi, full ramp at 12, and I can, you know, mess it around even on the fly. So besides that, there we have the rear coolant crossover. The rear coolant crossover just helps move coolant from the back of the head to the front, so that means you don't need to buy Frodstar's HD fan clutch and pulley, aluminum radiator, or high flow water pump. Literally, you just put $50 worth of copper and brass fittings on this bitch, and she is going to be so cool that you might never ever see 75 degrees Celsius. And I tow some pretty heavy loads, and I run all the boost. Like, I got friggin' wastegates bolted shut. I mean, like, I got those things clamped. They aren't going any further. And it just builds 17 psi with 2 turbos. So, I mean, it's pretty good considering that it got a stock 4911 in there. It will definitely be getting the 220cc, hopefully the 220cc soon in the future. Because honestly, everyone knows, fuck Frodstar's beast pump, man. Who wants mechanical injection? Everyone. Why? Because it's like, that's a diesel, man. That's what diesels are. They're not friggin', you know, all this electronic shit. Especially these old school things, man. Like, it's just bullshit. It also got the weight to start bypass kit, or optical position sensor, oil pressure sensor, whatever the hell it is, bypass kit. This is my air pump for the exhaust brakes, constantly getting oil spilt on it from checking my oil all the time. You know how the deal is. It also had the Frodstar's stainless steel kit, except for the fact that the oil cooler give out, go figure, so I just friggin' crossed that shit over. It still works, man. It don't have the pulley and everything yet, but I'm probably just going to buy that directly from Fluid Dampener. I didn't buy the relocation kit for the batteries or any of their cables because, I mean, you can just buy that from any friggin' generic store. I didn't buy any other intakes. I made my own. It's all good. I didn't buy their upper intake either because the less you can support Frodstar, the better. And, you know, the only reason why I say don't support Frodstar is for one reason, and it's not because of... And I don't even know if I'm going to have that in there. I might bleep that out just for the simple fact that I would like to protect that guy. He seems right on, I got to say. It's the other guy that's going to be the downfall of their business. And like I said, not going to say no names because he's that butthurt and childish, even though that he's a grown man, that you never know. He might just try to come after you for everything that you got. You know, like, not taking no chances with that guy. Also, it has the homemade DIY downpipes with the sensors and all that stuff, you know. I mean, just if you can do it yourself, why not? Besides that, there, I didn't keep the old 4L80E in that. I just threw that crap out in the backyard somewhere. And it has the NV4500 with exhaust brakes. Oh, sounds like crap because the pump is almost gone, but that's the controller there. Those are the boost gauge and the EGT gauges. That there's for the driver's side, that's the passenger side exhaust bank. That there shows the pressure in the lines from the exhaust brake pump, and that's the pressure in the pipes from the exhaust brakes once the valves close off. Yes, you can put exhaust brakes on these things. Yes, it works. Don't let anyone tell you different. Now, what else do I got put in this thing, honestly? Like, geez. Besides all the tools. I have, my own gooseneck kit, because why would you spend like $1,000 on one from friggin' Fraudster? It's just stupid. And there's only one thing I gotta say to that. You get it. What else, man? I mean, there's not really much to say, not much to do. I mean, dude, I'm probably gonna have to take that sticker off. It's just a shame at this point. Let's start this old beast up, man. You guys want to hear it, I know. The only thing that I gotta say that's better about the electronic injection, when I had Todd tuned this, because I didn't go to Fraudster, because, yeah. Anyways, the only reason that I liked the electronic over that is because the wait to start could be changed, and it didn't take so friggin' long for it all to prime up. But that is completely fine. It is what it is. Those other gauges are on my switch. That's the only one I wired into the ignition. Alrighty. Sometimes the crank or the starter just binds. Oh. Let's turn on these gauges. Of course, you always got one that got to give out. I mean, it's not classic Diesel Nation fashion. Unless you got one gauge, that's just shit. Oh yeah. What is not to love about that? Literally. What is not to love? You wanna know what else is good about a DB2 pump? Look at this shit. Where is it down there? Yeah, buddy. Ain't she lovely? Yes, it rolls, Cole. What do you expect, bruh? Jesus. Yes, there's tail lights, and yes, they work. Don't mind the fact that a tire almost took it out, though, man. That thing is tough. So the other things that this thing got, let me shut it off. It's too friggin' loud, man. It has fucking 4-inch or 3-inch downpipes. So besides the 3-inch downpipes and the 4-inch exhaust brakes and the true dual 5-inch straight pipes on the way back to the stacks, it has the, was it RS 9000 XLs, which are adjustable shocks, airbags, and also the same shocks in the back. And because there's so many friggin' thieves in the area, you don't want them to fucking steal your diesel, so you got to have the nice lock and cap on the go. What else? What else do we have on the go? Of course, we got the aftermarket Angel Eye headlights. You got to. And this is something that I've done myself. Hold on, let me pull the pins on these. Okay. That's just for my short ass. Actually, it's more or less for when you want to pull this off. If you had the old setup on there, you had to friggin', you had to take off that bumper every time. And I'm after twisting off a couple of those bolts. I'm sick of it. And now I got a friggin' ladder, man, for climbing up on this thing. Like, what more do you want? Especially for a young person that's going to go down with Parkinson's because of the fucking welding. But that's besides the point. What else? Alright, so I know I've shouted out this guy before. And, I can't give him enough gratitude and all that there for helping me see this year through. And that is Cortland Bowes, Ginger Snap Customs, man. You already know. He's helped me a lot, given me countless amounts of advice. He's really helpful. And the funny part is, like, when you ask people for help, it usually seems to be those that are in the higher pedestals of the 6.5 world that just want to down you and keep hating on you. And everyone here knows that this motor was literally created on hate. It's fueled by hate. So the more hate that these old DS4 beast pump people keep on giving it, the more that it's gonna, you know, come to life and start chewing these bastards up. Not to mention the fact that you know, they just got to keep rewording their things and going back and editing their comments just so that they strengthen their side of the argument. But, you know, a newfie was never found lying down. And that's one thing I ain't gonna do, lie down and let anyone fucking talk shit. And now there's another guy that I've been meaning to shout out. He's actually one that's, you know, pretty prominent. He's rising up real quick in the 6'5" game. And that guy would be Tyler Lowens, man, from Buckwild Motorsports, I believe it's called. That dude has one crazy ass 6'5", and he's got a sponsorship from Classic Diesel Design. And shout out to Classic Diesel Design, man. I mean, like, I could only wish I had your support, but I mean, I'm doing good. It's all good. I'll make it. Tyler's gonna keep kicking ass and taking names. I can promise you that, man. He ain't gonna stop until he's to the top. And as always, you know that you need more fuel for spool, and you got to make those mechanical pump people proud. And that's exactly what he's doing. So big shout out to that guy. Gonna have to get some new tires and my new ramps put on this here. They're right there out back somewhere with all the other 6'5" parts laying around. But other than that, y'all, keep on trucking. Don't forget, mechanical pumps rocks and DS4 sucks cocks. And we'll see y'all on the next one, y'all. Take care.